Hello there, welcome to another exciting episode of Fargo Retro. My name is Eric, and today we are doing 1 hour with Lifecraft. Now, Lifecraft is a new automation management strategy game available on Steam, similar to Factorio or Dyson Sphere program, if you're familiar with those. And so we are going to just go ahead and see what a sample first hour would be like. So we'll go ahead, click new game here. Looks like we've got a world seed we can put in. We'll go with Fargo Retro. The name. Go ahead and name ourselves. Bacteria Boy. We'll leave all the default rules. This sounds good. Survival mode is a mode in which you must strive to survive. Temperature will slowly decrease outside, and you must be ready with heat production. Bacteria colonies will grow and attack you if you get too near them. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Ooh, so resolution's a little goofy here. Let me see if I can't fix this a bit in scale. How does that sound? Yeah, this'll do. Alright, so you start as an organism drifting somewhere. Eventually you will face adversities. You will have to keep yourself warm and fight against invaders as bacteria, and have to expand to be able to keep resources. Don't be intimidated by item names and mechanics. Amino acids are just spheres, tubulins are tubes. Just think of that and you'll be set. The recipe view in the lower right corner is very handy. Use it to use the materials needed to craft items. Hovering items there will also show you how they work. Perfect, yeah, absolutely. You can pan around the world with keys or by moving the mouse near screen borders if enabled. Looks like I don't have scroll set up. You can zoom in and out with those keys or the mouse wheel. I'll just use the mouse wheel. You can pick up and drop items with your mouse. Up to 4 items can be picked up together. Try it now with some items floating outside. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So I got some amino acids. They're the spheres. I didn't find any tubes, but that's okay. The blue void contains many useful items which craft intermediate materials, structures, energy, defend, and expand. First task is to gather a yellow subunit from outside with your mouse. Remember that any resource can be picked up manually. Got one of those, sure. Put that in there. Now drop the yellow subunit somewhere on the ground in your cell. Okay, I already did that. Search outside for another yellow subunit. Grab it. And now assemble your first structure, the workbench. Drop the second yellow subunit on top of the first one on the ground, and voila! I see it says assemble, left click. Boom! Alright. Workbench is used to manually assemble structures, which will be used later for automation. It is inefficient, but handy. Now pick the freshly assembled workbench and place it somewhere on the ground with your mouse. Fine. Oh, noise is going on over here. You can click on buildings to open their context menu. Some buildings also have button actions bound to E and Q. Assemble. We don't have anything there to build. That makes sense. Your next goal is to automate gathering of resources from an outside resource heap. This will require you to build multiple items. Microtubules, which are used to route items around. Pickers, which are used to move items to and from structures. Cytosomes, which are used to siphon items from outside. Primitive structures will break over time by oxidizing. They're also slow and inefficient. You'll replace them down the line with improved versions. More on that later. Well, let's begin crafting the structures needed for basic automation. In your recipe list, which is in the lower right corner of the screen, you can hover over available recipes and see their materials. Let's hover over a cytosome. Here. Those are the materials needed to build it. Tubulins are an intermediate material that's used to craft many basic structures. The workbench comes in handy because it can craft all the intermediate steps by using just the base materials. Place the required amino acids in the workbench, click on it, and choose the structures to assemble. You can also queue many crafts on the workbench as long as there's enough space in it. Sure. Well, it looks like we need a green tubulin and a blue tubulin, so we'll grab... It said we could get 4. Put some greens. Grab some blues. Throw them on down. Hit and E. And go ahead and start building that. Okay, so that is going along. Once that's done, we're going to want to pick it up and put it on a wall next to a red amino acid heap. Sure, we can do that. We'll get this done. You will see the cytosome start working and slowly siphon an item. Put it there. Boom. Alright, yeah, we got some little task lists coming down here. So place your first cytosome, place one primitive picker, build some microtubules, and siphon some amino acids. Sure. Want to use the workbench 10 times and siphon our first item. I think we can do that. Alright, so we picked it up, we put it down. The cytosome sits high on the cell wall, but siphons in the ground inside the cell. To see it siphoning, base, where you connect to the picker, you can enable toggle build. Okay. Now we need a way to route the item from the site automatically. Microtubules are like tiny rails that can transport items in the cell. Let's build our first microtubule. Browse, gathered the required materials. Oh, did I need to build a thing? No. I'll gather the required materials in the queue and crafts in the workbench. For these guys, drop them on down. Pick up. Wait, no, that's not what I want. Oh, that's okay. The primitive. Let's build one with 4. Alright. Up here, looks like we got a couple more things in the queue. All kinds of stuff. Come on. I'm a little cell. Enjoying life. Got some things I can eat, looks like, so that's pretty cool. A bunch of glucose, sure, yeah, actually will. Primitive microtubule. But what happened to the microtubule? This might not have stashed, so if we pick it up, it goes into the stash. Okay, so you have to move it over onto the ground and pick it up. Okay, so and now switch to the microtubule placement 2 with the key 3. You will see that there are multiple types of them, but you just now the first one's available. Remember, microtubule is slower. You'll need to research a better version. Left click to place the microtubule next to the cytosome to prepare the route for the item. Go. And they can be microtubules can be removed with your mouse. Excellent. Guessing this is a non-English speaker who developed this game, but I don't know that for sure. Anyway, we now need a picker used to move items from and to structures. Gather the materials and queue the craft in the workbench. Yellow guys. Yellow. Oh. Drop them off. Picker. Get another. They're like arms from Factorio. Alright, so gather materials, craft in the workbench. When ready, place the picker next to the cytosome base. Sure, we can try that. Okay, yeah, auto locks. With E and Q, you can rotate or flip the picker, configure it so that it's fetching from the cytosome and the thin picker part goes under the cytosome. Sure. Get a better view while placing structures. You can enable toggle building. Sure. Oh yeah, a little guy came out. Cool. It's now time to automate the production of your first protein. Done by using a ribosome. Craft in get materials, gather the required items to craft the ribosome workbench. Remember to use the recipes as a lecture. So I need this. Is made up of 2 of the red subunits. I need 4 guys. 8. Drop those off. Go. Alright, now place the ribosome near the microtubules you placed. Any place. Destroy structures tool. Oxidize structures won't drop the item back. Finish up here. Right in. See how close we can get. Pick this up. Drop it here. Need to connect the ribosome to the microtubules. Craft another primitive picker and place it so that you have a full transport line from the cytosome to ribosome. Sure. Be on the ribosome to configure it. Okay. What do I do? Have it face the thing, and then I want the sticker part under. Perfect. Now press E on the ribosome to configure it to produce red tubulins, and observe your first ribosome working. The microtubule goes on raised part of the picker where the picker arrow lies. The lower, thinner part of the picker must go underside the structure. The picker arrow direction determines if the picker inserts of outputs from the structure. Or outputs. Sure. Okay. Now that you've learned the basics, it's time to improve. Let's automate the gathering of yellow amino acids and the production of yellow tubulins by the same operation. The organism is synthesizing both red and yellow tubulins by itself. See what crafting recipes are currently set in the structures. You can toggle this. Okay. So we'll build a ribosome. We already have the cytosome part. We'll get a ribosome going. We'll get some of the tube going, the microtube. One. Picker. From there, we're gonna drop cytosome. Oop. This guy, well, this thing. Wait till. I'll just wait till the whole tube is done. Out. Grab this thing. Set it up to yellow tube. Sure. Wait for this. Alright, we're producing yellow amino acids. Prolines. Red ones are glycine. And synthesizing with your crafting recipes are currently set in the structures. You can toggle the toggle object content in object. Find that. For overlay. Interesting. Got energy overlay. Contact. Is that this? Perfect. Okay, yep. So takes in this, puts out that. Sure. Alright, let's automate the production of microtubules and pickers. This we need to create 2x assemblers, but we still can't craft them as we need to unlock the assembler recipe evolution view. Discover new recipes, we need to build an evolver. Let's create it and place it somewhere on the ground. Alright, so it looks like the blue subunit, we need 8 of the little blue amino acids. We'll go get those. Say I'm running a big drink of water there. 4. 4. Third, discover new recipes. That's created and placed. The evolver term consumes genetic material called nucleobases. Discover new recipes. Open the evolution view with R. Search for intracellular production. Start its R. We got ourselves a fun research tree. It looks like intracellular production. Discover assemblers and catalyzers. Complex objects. Catalyze. That. Now feed the evolver with the required nucleobases we gathered from the void. Wait for the research to. And we'll put it here. Yep. Oh yeah. Alright, so we'll take some of the red tubes. Build some tube. Yellow tube. And build some placers. I'll feed the evolver with the required nucleobases, which can be gathered from the. That's one item at a time, but you can build more research for improved efficiency. Here, check the status by hovering. Status. Well, let's find our pieces. We need orange, a blue, a purple, and a green. Green. Hold this button down. Orange. Void. Oh, perfect. Toss one of them in. Look at it go. Didn't too far or something. We'll build 4. Oh. Cool. Perfect. Check the status there. Let me see if it tells us sort of assemblers. Couple of about halfway done researching. Just crushing that there. I suppose we could probably build one searcher for each of the 4 nucleobases. From there. Quite a little muddy. I actually played a little bit of this earlier, so that's why I'm not getting achievements. And it didn't quite look like this. Something, I think they had a different font and they must have changed it. That's neither here nor there. Font is a little muddy, a little unclear. It looks like we're working on our last little bit of research there as devices. Production. Here to be done with our research. The newly acquired evolution, you can now create the assemblers, place them nearby existing ribosomes, finish connecting everything with more microtubes and pickers, configure the assemblers to produce tubes and pickers. Sure. Work on building 2 assemblers. Now, to make pickers. suggest you build your first ribosomes and assemblers and automate the crafting as you get the hang. Here. That guy down here. Here. Cool. Okay. So on the red side, I'm building microtubes, so we'll just get those going right away. And over here, I'm building the pickers. Some pickers. That side going that direction. That direction. Okay. And automate primitive microtube production. Sure. Okay. So we are getting the hang of it. Over time, primitive buildings will oxidize, becoming inoperable. Place an oxidized picker or cytosome, just build another one and place it on top of the older one. You can also build item diffusers, which, if fed the right item, will automatically replace the oxidized counterpart near them. To overcome this issue, you will need improved structures, which will not oxidize anymore. Cytosome is the improved version of the primitive cytosome, faster with double sucking capability. Black pickers don't oxidize and can be crafted in color in material filtering variants. Improved structures need energy to work. Go further in research, you'll notice that many items require energy to work. After having researched required nodes, you can start building an energy network with primitive energy suppliers, which power the structures in range. Sure, let's see. Find primitive energy supplier. And primitive supplier. Facto. Get that going. It's going to cost us another one of each. Fine. Blue and the yellow and the purple. From the purple. Green. Going. Green. Somewhere. It's like we're on the hunt. If we can toggle walls, perfect, yeah. If anything's butted up right against us here, but I'm not seeing any. Green. Alright, so we'll let that go. It's researching energy for us. Improved suppliers will supply energy in a higher range. To make energy suppliers work, you need them wild ATP molecules found outside the void. When ATP is discharged, it will be outputted by the suppliers in form of ADP. Just think of a battery. Out the old, in the new. And the ranges between two energy suppliers use energy poles. Those will greatly extend the range without using any resource. Now it's time for you to keep exploring the available evolutions and expand your logistics system by yourself. Just be aware. The outside temperature is slowly dropping, and you'll need a way to generate heat with a mitochondrion and decouplers. Outside in the dark, bacteria are crawling. Be prepared with diffusers and launchers. Resources will eventually deplete. Man, to find. Tutorial ends here for now. For any doubt, consult the in-game guide through F1, complete goals, check journey view J, and goal list F3. If you're having difficulties, come to our Discord where you'll find help. The game is in early access, so it may still be rough around the corners, but you're still reading. But if you're still reading that, your patience shines. You're in for a treat. Many ideas will be implemented in the future as the development goes on. We hope you'll enjoy the great journey Lifecraft has to offer. Yeah, so I got a pretty big, decent sized research tree here so far. A couple of different categories. Evolving, proteins, logistics, energy, some defenses like immune system. Okay. And okay, this is all work in progress. Oh, we can build a stomach, huh? Fun. Alright. Well, I got a lot of. You're gonna be able to build a whole human here, or whatever, whole body. Oh, but that's not what I'm trying to do. So close this, and we've got probably like a half-hour layer. So got some stuff building up over here. Structure you place can siphon items from the outside. This you'll need to route items with microtubes and pickers. Structure you place can produce items. Structure you place can be used to discover new evolutions. Evolution step completed. And alright. I think for our first bit here, let's get the tubes going for each of the 4 colors. That's seems like the first. So I'm gonna get the ribosomes going first. And I need to build this guy. Or blue, or green. I'm gonna build those. And then we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 pickers. Oh, we're already building those, aren't we? Yeah. Alright, cool. Help them along. So it's a good time in one of these automation style factory games. Workbench, siphon 100 items, use them, assemble 10 items for automate in blue tubes. Alright, I was on the right track, so cool. And we got our first one here. Blue. There. I was doing 3, 4. First. It's on the spot. I don't quite know what we're doing here. Last. Green, blue, red. All of those are building. Like there's a specific green or red to get things. Energy. Bench. I think we'll start here. We'll probably do some more research. Got here. Sure, that was a way to replace oxidized things. Basic transport seems good too. That. Our 4 colors up out of the universe. Blue, purple, orange. Pop them off. And we'll take a look for green. Excuse me. Interesting. Green yet, so it's not always gonna be little search dudes faces that pop in and out. I saw one just pop into it. Oh, we're okay while we're waiting for this all to build up. Suppose we could. Let's see if we can build another siphon, another cytosome, whatever. double up. Output for the blues, I could probably build, or greens, I could build an assembler over here and make some cytosomes. Let's do that. Need assembler is blue and or green. 4 of those. Don't actually want. Oh. Gotta get 4 of these. Right here, build an assembler. Off we go. We're off to the races. Yep, multiple. Was building up. Assembler. Like that. Our right to build the new Cytosome Factory. Like the one pull is a little slow. Well, perfect. Discover non-oxidizable microtube kickers. Discover item kickers used to force direction. Oh, let's get a little description on what they do. That's pretty cool. Actually, the next double red cytosomes. I think I was on the right path. Yeah. In the green guys, move up this way. Tube. Process. Drop this extra guy. All right. Oh, let that expanding, going its way. We'll start building up the cytosomes. Pick up, open. Click on him to kill him. Oh, he did something to me. Infection. I got an infection. Ah! One of your tiles has been infected. More info. Bacteria are present in broth outside of your organism, and they will attack your organism when near you. They live in colonies outside, which grow over time. From time to time, also wandering bacteria attack you. They can infect your organism. Infection doesn't directly damage you, but it affects the chunk health, which ultimately corrosive. Find yourself by building punchers. Defensin. Excellent. Start to think defensins. That's probably not a real thing. Real science medical term. I'm no dentist. scientist or scientist. Evolution. Discover how to deassemble and bind nucleobases back again. Base pairs. Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Uh, Evolution. Get this going. One of each of the ends. Blue. Blue. Cool. Drop them all and then away. Alright. So we got a couple of these. Oh, there. Here, and a item kicker. Build these behind. Here. There. Fine up. Steps up. In. The kicker. Yeah, okay. Huh? Probably one of them. Yep. Item kicker you need to click on to bring it into your. Yeah, okay, I see it there. Perfect. And boys. Perfect. Alright. Doubled up. We've built 2 item kickers. Register though, that's fine. Research. Cover how this works. Times it complement. Scrap plasmid. Base of revolution. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Plasmid. Manually ramp in there. Probably never get enough. What? Item. Okay. Okay, yeah, sure. So, actin and vimentin. So, to do more advanced research, I'm gonna have to put the DNA together. Like, there's some of the first stuff, it looks like you can do without it. After that, it looks like required. I think they're required for those for the rest of them. Each need functional proteins. Actin and vitamin. 3, it's a blue and yellow and a green and blue. Green and purple, excuse me. To build the analyzer. I got an idea. What we're gonna do is we'll build host. If there's 2 of the that catalyze together. They'll those so guy here or catalyzer. I think that's all we need. Oh, this enzyme. Complicated. I'm no biologist. Under enzyme, green red, or it seems the best way to go. Not to just grab 4. Top of that I've had. Perfect. Was panel for I saw one like I'll forget. Oh. I said something about scrapping of a DNA nuclease. DNA nuclease structure. Evolution. Oh. Need yellow or simpler siphon size, so you just have some basic progress goal. 10, base 10. Build this guy and then route. Put some of that over here. But you can put them at the end of the line and they'll go on once they've done their thing. Coming out. Oh. Orange. I'm gonna look outside for bits as well. I think it said there were more advanced stickers that have filter. See if that's what's gonna help us. Alright, produce a nucleobase. We're doing that. We're catalyzing. Search up here. Cool. Have. Or it's just random. Stuff we are. There. How about the letter J? Alright. There are these. You're just in a different format. Killed bacterium. Assemble 100 objects. Sure. First aid. Burning. First disposing. Generate through user, transport through membrane, first stashing, stream synthesizing, expansion, advanced assembling, killing bacteria. Alright, so I don't know if we're able to do here yet. Waiting for to finish up. Off. Yep. Here. This requires an enzyme. Doing the sometimes special protein. Ready to catalyze reactions. Craft the enzyme. Drop it into the catalyzer. Blah blah blah. For example, for glycosis. Functional protein. Swift pick. Big. Build this. Good. Ongoing. Purple guys. Those. Purple. blue then. I saw you coming, man. I saw you move. Got. Healthy little bacteria to survive in this world. Oh, I guess got over there though. Up. Said something about that out. Alright. Oh yeah, we're can't unlock one more thing here before we I don't think we're gonna be able to get to building and cell expansion quite yet, but it's a pretty good start. So I have pretty much all of my basic materials you need. So you have your basic conveyor belts, you have your basic arm grabbers, your basic resource miners. Yeah, and then we've got our research going on down here. So, cool. Ask me. So yeah, just kind of wish I could get a filter or something for these little bitty constantly looking for little research guys, but I guess I want to feel like that's the sort of cell attempting to eat or whatever. It's kind of neat, you know, is I'm out here trying to eat. Gonna eat. Gonna eat what I never ate. Yeah, alright, so this isn't a bad little game here, so I'll give you my first thoughts on it. A little slow, but that's fine. The art's good. I like the graphics, very colorful, very fun and cartoon. No, it's not too complex. Oh yeah, there's some looking like that for a bit here. Make throw grid on. Cool. Yeah, we got all kinds of options there. World destroy, microtube, blueprint. Research complete there. What was our research? So yeah, I mean there's a lot you can do here. Probably next would be to build some subunits. Pickers and ribosome for subunit next. Then after I do that, build a thing that automates the production of ribosomes. That would probably be our next step here, something like this. Grab it. Get that going, and an assembler, which screens for this. Yep, I'm out of those. That. Okay. Red subunit. We'll put up a little here. Shrink the buildings back down. That was here. Yep. Okay. Assembler. It. building going on. Perfect. Yeah, alright. So, yeah, graphics look good. Sounds okay. Music's a little dull. Sounds kind of Minecraft adjacent. I think kind of while I had this tutorial screen up, there was no music whatsoever, I think. But maybe the music kind of kicks in. Get a little bit more going on. Controls are okay. There's a couple of weird things. Like I gotta place that and click on it. That's kind of strange, but whatever. Instead of just like picking it up and it going to the inventory, like place it anywhere, what do you care? Maybe for the purposes of like picking them up and something. Yeah. Early access. It seems like there's plenty to do. Novel. So like a lot of early access games, like if all of this is work in progress down here, it's like probably never ever get to not fun. One of the kind of thing I think of is like I'm a cell, I don't have a nucleus. That's like the number one. A lot of times with these management, there's like a sort of a generic stat you're trying to manage. I guess I'm trying to manage my temperature. I haven't had to deal with that yet, but maybe a nucleus that you have to keep energized or whatever would be a good thing to approach. Yeah, but I mean I like it. I'll probably play it again here, see if I can't figure out how to expand my cell. They were saying that these little piles will run out. You have to expand your cell. Sure, I think there's a pile right there. So cool. For research going. It feels like if you have any downtime, just excuse me, if you have any downtime, just flip and look for these little research pieces. A little fiddly. Alright, well, and then we got our final minute here. Don't think anything too exciting is going to happen, so we'll go ahead and just start closing down some thoughts here. Maybe this expansion starting here. That finishes up before we sign out here. I'd say it seems like fun. A little smaller scale, but a little more fiddly. There's certainly more options here. Plus, these are all science-related stuff, so you can potentially learn something. Or if you're already a biologist by trade, you might enjoy knowing some of this. Otherwise, it seems like if you put it on an end, it goes to the opposite end. So, waiting. One way is all built up. So, well, that's all I got for you guys here. Again, this was Lifecraft. This was the first hour with it. It's available on Steam here. It's a Factorio adjacent game about building up a cell. Hope you had fun watching. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next one. Take care, y'all.